story about when I OD'd when I was 17 years old. To give you the generic or the layout or whatever of the how this happened, it was like, dude, it was like a fucking school night in high school, junior year, and me and some of my buddies, we were going to like 2 towns over to hang out with one of my childhood friends that we used to party with. He was like a wrestler, football guy, but I still kept in contact with him because we used to wrestle together. We used to party with him. So I went to one of my buddy's houses that lived on the next street, and we were like getting the troops together or whatever, getting our crew together to go over there. And my buddy, his mom was like big on pills, and she gave him, like, dude, this guy would get fucking crazy pills, mad amounts of pills. So I went into his basement, and it was just me and him hanging out before we got the rest of the guys together. He had all these fucking pills. I was like, yo, could I take some? He's like, yeah, sure. He's like, take as many as you want. So I took like maybe like 10, put them in my pocket. I popped a couple, and then we got our friends together, another guy, and I think my brother, and we drove. We got 2 more guys or 3 more guys, and we drove over to my friend's house, and we were hanging out in his basement, which is like a nice one. And we were hanging out, whatever. I don't really remember much, but I remember my buddy had some butterscotch whiskey. I drank some of that, and I took some more pills. I remember I gave everyone like one of them because it was these pills called balclofen. It was muscle relaxers. You get a decent high off them. So yeah, and then later on in the night, we were heading back or whatever. It's hard to even tell this story because it's like I really fucking remember it, but it happened. But we got back, and I was back at my friend's house, the first friend's house basement, and we're in the basement, and I was like, yo, like, how many of these could I take? He's like, dude, take as many as you want. And then I was like, can I take a bottle? He had an empty pill bottle, so I took the bottle. I just started pouring them in there. I filled it up like halfway, bro. It was like a ton of fucking pills. And then I walked home. And I remember I was so fucked up when I walked home. When I got home, bro, it was like dude, it's hard to remember the fucking chronological order of this shit, bro, because I'm pretty sure this was after that crazy ass party where I was socking a bunch of people. But I remember my girlfriend at the time, she was in California, and I thought that she was just leaving and staying there, like she wasn't gonna come back. Like she said she was gonna come back, but I thought she was just gonna leave and stay there. So I was like, fuck. I don't know, bro. I was just tired. I was tired of everything. Like, fucking. Dude. At that point, I felt like I done everything I wanted to do. I got in a bunch of pussy. I partied a bunch. I had good friends. I didn't really give a shit about school, as everyone does. Oh, you didn't like school. Yeah, I didn't care about that. I didn't know. I didn't know what the fuck was. What was the future? What the fuck was gonna happen? What I was gonna do? My grades were shit. When I got home, I just remember I was just like, I think I tried to fucking call my girl or some shit. I didn't get an answer. And I was already like high as fuck, drunk as fuck. So I started taking like 2 more at a time, just 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. And like I felt good, and I just kept going. Then eventually, I just took the remaining bottle the remaining bottle of the pills. It was like the normal orange bottle of pills, and it was like a quarter full. I just drank them, and then I had a little can of fucking Diet Pepsi. And I washed it down with that. And the next fucking 30, 45 minutes was weird, bro. It was weird. I felt good. I felt fine. And I remember vividly, dude, talking on the phone with my fucking ex-girlfriend. I remember that's when she picked up. I was like, oh. And I was talking on her and I was laying on the couch. But when I later on down the line, I remember I told her about that, and she's like, oh, you never called me. So I apparently I just imagined the whole fucking thing, unless she's like gaslighting me and trying to, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'll take her word for it, but I thought I fucking called her, and I was talking to her on the phone. And I just remember getting up, because the couch, I remember thinking the couch was too soft. The couch was too soft, and I was like, it was really getting like, whoa, I'm high as shit. And I laid on the floor, and that was it. Once I laid on the floor, I don't remember shit else after that. And I just remember like feeling in my gut afterward. I don't know how long this was, but I remember feeling my gut, like just, my gut felt like it was fucking twisting inside of me, and my gut hurt like badly. I was like, oh, and what it felt like, it didn't, it hurt, bro, but it felt like the worst stomach ache ever. It felt like someone was stuck their hand in my fucking stomach and was squeezing my gut, just twisting it. And I don't remember puking or whatever. I don't even know the fucking sequential order of this shit, bro. It was like trying to puke up the shit, but there was nothing to puke up, bro, because I didn't eat or anything. I just drank fucking whiskey and like Diet Pepsi, and the rest was just pills. I wasn't puking up anything. It was like, and then it was just like blackout. Then I remember it was light, and I was laying on the fucking floor in the living room, like light outside, not no fucking go towards the light. That's not fucking real, bro. There's no fucking light at the thing when you're dying. There's no fucking light. And I remember seeing the fucking paramedics over me, and like I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but I remember I was like having a fucking seizure, bro. And I see the paramedics over me. I remember just looking at the white guy. It was like, oh fuck. Like I'm really in trouble now. There's some fucking white paramedic standing over you, and he's saving you. And I'm like, oh shit. I think I vaguely remember seeing my mom, my brother, and my other brother standing there, but I don't remember. I don't even know if that's fucking real or not. Yeah. Then after that, bro, it just everything. It just stopped for. It felt like forever, bro. Everything just stopped forever. And during this time, that was like when they put me in the ambulance or whatever and took me to the ICU, like far as fuck away. It was like 3 hours away. During this time, bro, it was like I was in a fucking weird ass limbo fucking area. Everything was, it felt weird as shit because it was like a dream. But it was all everything was all blue, and It looked like the fucking. It had like the 1950s, like a motel and a fucking diner. And then the rest of it, like the churches were all gothic, and it was fucking weird. But everything was blue. It was dark outside, but everything was blue. It was just fucking weird. And I was walking through this, like, it looked like my town and the railroad tracks, where you know how there's like the bump of the railroad tracks. It was just super fucking high up, so you had to like climb up the railroad tracks to get over. Um, I was walking by the diner, walking around the town and shit, and it it, it kind of felt like the acid trip like the first ever acid trip I took, because I was knocking on the windows and everything, just trying to get in, and I went up to like a fucking hotel room, and I knocked on the window, and I remember seeing my girlfriend in there and shit, and I was like, hey, I was like, let me in, let me in. Fucking no one could hear me, bro. No one could hear me. And I was seeing people I knew, and no one would let me in. It was like a party or something. I don't remember exactly what I saw. I just remember the town was fucking blue, but I was knocking on the windows, bro. They weren't letting me in, and it was like I was there for fucking ever, bro. It was weird. And then I finally talked to someone. I was talking to fucking someone, and I started hearing voices and shit. And then I finally, like, when I went to give my response to the person that was talking to me, I opened up my eyes in real life, and I actually said something in real life, like, because someone was saying something. I was like, no, you got it wrong. And I woke up then it was like it was fucking weird. I woke up for a split second, and then I went back to like just no dream sleep, nothing. And I woke up again, and there was like the nurse was there and shit. I remember my fucking dick hurt, bro. My dick hurt so bad, bro. Dude, it fucking hurt. They had the catheter in my dick, bro, and I was just sitting there, and I think I was in the hospital. I was in a coma for 3 days, bro, and I was in the hospital for like another fucking week. I was probably I was gone for a while. Fuck, but yeah, the catheter fucking hurt, and when they finally took the catheter out, dude, that I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. That was worse than the fucking overdose. Not even joking, bro. That was bad. It hurt like fuck, and then I could barely stand, bro, for some reason, and I had to use that thing, or whatever, that little metal thing that's fucking fragile, to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. They wouldn't even let me close the door. And when I pissed, bro, I was just fucking. It was like 25% piss, 75% blood, and it just fucking hurt. Every little. You had to like piss in little bursts. It was like burst firing your piss. It was like and it burned like fuck, dude. That hurt like fuck. Um, yeah, bro. It was weird. It was fucking weird. Uh, and yeah, I was in a coma for 3 days, and they pumped my stomach, and the doctors they said I took like 28 Balclofen, but yeah, that sounds about right. And my buddy, he took like 9 or 10. He didn't OD, but he woke up like pissing blood, and he skipped school that day. But yeah, I damn near died. They said my heart stopped or whatever during that, and they brought me back. That was weird. It doesn't even feel real nowadays, you know? It feels like just some shit I fucking made up. Everyone I really knew from that time period and the person I was then, it's just fucking non-existent, bro. Like the girl I was dating at the time, haven't talked to her for fucking 8 years, bro. My friends at that time, bro, haven't hung out with them in like fucking years, bro. Like actually hung out with them. Yeah, I still keep in contact with them here and there, but I haven't hung out with them in fucking years. Like two of them have kids. One of them, the second house we went to, he went to college, and I don't talk to him anymore. One of my buddies, I'm still kind of close with him. We worked out together a little bit this year. Yeah, bro, shit doesn't even feel real. You know, and sometimes it just feels fake, bro. It feels like I'm like still fucking dead, and it's like my version of heaven or hell or whatever. And like none, because pre that, yeah, I was like kind of a wild dude a little bit, but after, bro, after that, everything changed. Like everything changed. I didn't even believe in God before that. Like, yeah, I grew up Christian, but I didn't believe in God. I didn't fucking care about any of that shit. And then after that, bro, like that whole blue world shit, I I started believing in like that there was something out there. But yeah, that's it, bro. Well, that story. Don't take shit. Don't take pills, bro. Because that shit, you do one or two more than you're supposed to, and you could end up fucked up. And there's no doubt that that's done damage to my fucking organs, like my psyche, and no doubt it's done fucking terrible damage to my life, bro. Because that put me down a path to meeting people that would die and go to jail and all sorts of shit. There was some good that came of it though, like the whole fucking believing in God. But yeah, that was fucking weird, bro. It was fucking weird as shit. Like, well, a lot of people think I'm lying when I tell them the 28, bro. 28 pills. Like, yeah, that's it. And somehow, dude, most people would die off that shit. But somehow I didn't. Like, I'm lucky. My brother, he was the one that found me. So I gotta owe it to him.